Why?
What is going on, my lovely, lovely friends? Candace B here. Thank you so much for coming to my channel. If you're new here, if you're already subscribed, welcome all of you. I am so glad that you're here and I appreciate you all. And I hope you all are doing amazing. I hope this past week has been great. Nothing but flourishing success and just happiness for you. Today, I am back with an analysis video, which I feel like I haven't done in a while. You know, I was getting into the whole just like kind of live trading or just kind of walking you guys through my trades as I trade, but I haven't done a pre-market breakdown, you know, before the market opens. Today is Sunday, May 1st, 9:30 a.m. by the way. So yeah, I feel like I haven't done one of these videos in a while. So I was like, why not? You know, as I mentioned in my last video, I am traveling right now. I am not in Canada. I'm actually in Orlando, Florida. So yeah, that's why you can't see my face, because I don't want you to. I'm just kidding. It's just not the right environment right now currently. I don't really have a place to sit and set up my camera where I'm at right now, but it's okay because you know what? I brought my camera, we recording, and I wanted to get a video up for you guys just because, you know, we family, we friends. We just want to, you know, keep in touch. So yeah. But that being said, y'all, I don't want this video to be long as well because I can talk forever. So before we get into this video, I'm going to need you guys to stop, scroll down and hit that like button. And also while you're down there, you might as well subscribe, you know, hang out with me, check out my other videos, and check out my future videos that I will be recording in the future. So that being said, let's get into it. So obviously we have the beautiful GBP/JPY on the screen right now, and I'm on the monthly. We're just gonna do a quick top-down analysis because why not? I really love doing these, and I've gotten a lot of positive feedback from people who have not done these in the past, and they've just kind of expressed how helpful it's been for them. So I'm like, awesome. You know, you can never go wrong with a top-down analysis, just kind of seeing the higher time frames in its entirety and then going down to the lower time frames and seeing the detail. So let's see the monthly really quick. The monthly, obviously we just finished the month of April just yesterday, literally. So this is how April's candle closed. So as you can see, it filled the top wick of May's candlestick, which is interesting that it did because, to be honest, you know, to me, this kind of shows that there is intention to continue to the upside. And if we go to the left, you know, we see that there is this level here, this, I guess you can call it a supply zone previously, and price has essentially pushed right through it, but it wasn't able to sustain that level, unfortunately. And as you can see, we have that huge top wick that pushed price right back into the zone. So for me, you know, if price had closed above this area, if it was a strong, solid close above this area where you look left and it's above this this area here, I would definitely feel like we were going up. But because it didn't do that, there can be a chance that, you know, the bears are trying to make a name for themselves. They're trying to push through and not allow that to happen. But it looks like there is kind of a reversal. So we had this previous really strong push to the downside. We had a correction, a double bottom here, and then price started pushing up from there and created a higher low, higher high, and then pushed up. So who knows? We can maybe be looking out for maybe some sort of you know, further pullback to this level here. I'm very curious to see essentially how May's candle is going to start. We might see a gap. I don't know. We don't know what's going to happen. But for now, all we know for sure is that the top wick of May's candle was filled, the wick there, and that we closed bullish on with the April candlestick with that top wick there. So that's the information that we gathered from this monthly candlestick. So let's go down to the weekly. Okay, so there's a lot more information, I feel like, on this weekly time frame, a lot more clear information. I always do that. So we see, you know, that higher low, higher high structure. We see the 50 EMA that I've kind of recently re-added on my chart after like over a year of not using it. But it's acting as a dynamic support in this case. We see price bouncing off of it and essentially having intention to the upside. We see that clear break of this level here, and it hasn't quite retested though. I see that it did kind of pull down like this past week. It did kind of push down and tried, but it came back up. So I don't know, we might be seeing some sort of wick fill on this time frame, this weekly time frame, maybe a more confirmed push down to this to this level here. And that's personally what I would probably be looking for. If I were like a swing trader, if I were a higher time frame trader, I would want to, see a stronger pullback before I decided to, let's say, enter long positions. There's even a chance that price can come down and break this level and come back to the EMA, depending, I guess, on momentum. But to buy, actually, in this case, I would need to see another bullish weekly candle form for me to be confident that we were most likely continuing to the upside. But I personally would probably expect a bit of a retracement. I wouldn't be surprised if there was more of a retracement down to this, I guess, like 158 level. So yeah, we'll see. Daily. So when I go down to lower time frames, I do kind of take out the previous zones and of the previous time frames and kind of make them a bit more specific. So, but you know what we'll do, because I like doing this as well. So, I'm going to put this weekly back in, and I'm going to actually label it as weekly. This is what I kind of have implemented when I do my back testing. So I kind of label it that. So we know that that's the weekly time frame. We know that's a weekly zone. So if it comes down to this level, we know that it's a higher time frame zone. It's a stronger zone. There might not be a chance that price pushes down below it. There might be a higher chance, let's say, that price sustains this level and pushes up from it. So in this case, on the daily, we do see again the 50 EMA being respected. Price did a really intense pullback. You would expect price to be following this momentum and essentially have pulled back to here and then continued up. So the fact that it did not do that, the fact that it had a deeper pullback to this 50 EMA makes me wonder if we are going to, pull back even further at some point. We do have this, push to the upside. But as you can see, we have two daily candles. So that would have been Friday and Thursday's candle, and they closed with upper wicks. And they did not close above the high of this bearish candlestick. As you see, they did not close above the high of this candlestick. They actually closed below it. So for that, although they did push above it, they just didn't close above it. So for me, I would want to wait and see if we have some bearish confirmations, bearish momentum to the downside, because this was when I traded last time. I traded when price was just reversing here. So, it continued pushing down, and we'll see that actually on the 4-hour time frame here. So the last time I showed you guys, or I recorded myself trading, it was like around this area that I took a sell. And yeah, as you can see, it just continued plummeting. It made lower high, lower low structure, as you can see. And then, yeah, so I wouldn't necessarily call this a break of the bearish structure, because so we'll just map this out. So we see lower lows, lower highs, and then we see this pullback. But price has not really broken this level, like this area here. Price did not push above it just yet. I would want to see a clear break to the upside for me to feel like, we are pushing up for sure. But because it kind of just came back to this area to retest it, I'm wondering if it's kind of just doing, I guess for lack of a better term, like a double top type of pattern, and then it's going to continue to the downside. Because again, when you scroll in, just like on the daily, we see these upper wicks, these higher wicks. For me, that means the bears are pushing. They're pushing the price down, Okay, let me just clear some of these drawings, because, yeah, it's looking kind of crazy. But yeah, so, we see these upper wicks. So, I just want to know what's going to happen here. If we are not able to push above, which the candlesticks are not looking too good, and that could just be because it's the end of the month. It was the end of the month, so obviously, momentum might not be there, to be honest, and it was like, the end of the week and stuff on the 29th. So yeah, I really want to see if we are going to then sustain this 4-hour zone, this, I guess you can call it supply zone here. If we're going to sustain this zone here, and we're going to push down to this weekly zone that I had mapped out, the weekly. So I think, to be honest, for me, I might be still on the side of the bears in terms of my bias for now. But of course, there is a chance that price has pulled back and is going to push up and kind of start forming that kind of structure. And we'll see if that happens. For me to want to take any long positions, I would need to see that. I would need to see a clear break of this level here, because I love the 4 hour. I love just kind of looking at price from the 4 hour. So I would want to see a clear break to the upside from here and then a pullback, because for me, this would be where I would want to enter long positions. I would have a better, you know, risk to reward if that was the case. I would be able to kind of, you know, have a better, let's say, like stop loss. But yeah, so we'll see if that happens. Let's clear this chart. And then obviously if it sustained that level that I just drew. If it sustains this level, then, you know, I'd be looking for sells if price continues to the downside, especially if it starts to break this candlestick here. If it fills this candlestick, if price fills this candlestick and continues to the downside, I'd be looking for sells, you know, get my quick 40 pips or 20 pips, like be in and out, essentially get my quick 2% ideally, and manage my trade from there respectfully. Let's go to the 1 hour. So the 1 hour, we see kind of like a double top being formed. So that's a confluence to the downside. This EMA, I probably wouldn't kind of take it too seriously right now. It's kind of looking weird. I don't really use the EMA that heavily. It's just nice to see it on the chart as like a last confluence, but I don't use it as like the first confluence. You know what I mean? I try not to. So yeah, a lot of choppy candlesticks. 1 hour is not looking too clear. Again, I just wouldn't call this a reversal yet. I just wouldn't, me personally, I wouldn't. I would need to see this level broken. I need to see this level broken. And right now it's just at that same level. So until I see that break, honey, until I see that break, I don't want to take long positions. But yeah, that's pretty much what the 1 hour is showing. 30 minutes probably just showing a lot more candlesticks, which means a lot more confusion for me because the 1 hour wasn't clear. So M30 is not too clear for me. In this case, I'm sticking with like the daily and the H4. But I would look for entries on the M30 because like for sure, if we see on the 30 minute, if I see price, you know, pushing down, how many pips is this? About 70 pips. And mind you, this could easily happen since I personally don't trade Sunday night, like when market opens at 5, and I don't trade Monday. This can easily happen. Like that break to the downside can easily happen. And if it does, I'll just watch it. You know, I won't feel any desire to enter a trade. It's when Tuesday comes around London session, pre-London, I want to see where price is at, and hopefully fingers crossed it's below this level. But if it's not, we will readjust. You know, we just got to go with what the market is showing us and kind of collect information as we go along. But yeah, guys, so essentially long story short, for any long positions, I want to wait till price closes above this area, especially on the higher time frames, and retraces to this zone and then pushes up. If I want to enter short positions, I need to see this level broken to the downside. So yeah, right now it's kind of a no man's zone. Price is moving sideways, as you can see. There's no like structure like this, you know, there's no structure. So it's just kind of moving sideways. Man, clearly I love this drawing tool. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much all I have for today. I hope this breakdown was helpful to anyone. If it was, let me know, hit that like button. Obviously, I'm just a student of the market myself. I make mistakes. I'm not a mentor. I'm not this $1 million trader. I am still working on my consistency as well. So, you know, we just in this together. If you're watching this video, leave a comment down below if you can relate. If you're just grinding, you know, if you're just out here hustling, let me know what trades or what pairs you're looking for this week, you're looking at. Let me know what setups you're looking at. Let's have a conversation down below. You never know who you can help. And last but not least, do not forget to subscribe so you know when I post another video. And in the meantime, feel free to check out any of my other videos on this channel and my other channel, Candace B TV, where I vlog. Y'all, I just got back from Jamaica, so you guys gotta go watch that vlog, man. It's lit. It's lit. Part 2 is coming out very soon. But yeah, that's just kind of like the other side of me, the personal side. And sometimes I talk about trading stuff over there. So yeah, guys, thanks again for watching. That being said, go out there and have an amazing week. Even if you have setbacks, keep pushing forward. Go in happiness, in love, in light, and in, you know, just bliss. And I hope you have an amazing, beautiful day, week, and life. Bye.